What's good, everybody? What's good? How we doing on this last day of March? We got Monday Night Raw from the UK at noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Midmost Mark, you want to get up here in the box with me, bro? Lori! What's up, Queen? Happy Monday. Good to see you. Mike Rouse, the real one show up. My dog, the real one show up. That is facts. Who's coming out first? It's C Nation. How you doing, Lori? How you doing, Midmo? Oh, funny Rob in the house. Rob, I'll message you about tomorrow, bro. Because I don't know if I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know how the timing's going to work out for tomorrow. So I'll keep you informed, bro. Um, have a good day at work, Rob. Thanks for popping in. Everybody, please hit that like button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. I've gained a couple of new subscribers since the last time I went live. So that's always a good thing. Especially when I haven't really done a whole lot in terms of like work on my channel to promote the growth. So the fact that I'm still getting growth is kind of crazy. But with that being said, look at Cena just walks out with the towel, holding the towel behind his head. Oh, this is a terrible connection tonight. My stream is buffering like crazy. What was last night, Rob? Oh, the thing with like today, like I got Otis's thing today this morning that he was doing a Raw watch along, but I got nothing yesterday for Otis. I literally got nothing. I completely forgot that I was in your stream on Friday and that he was gonna be that you had said he was doing something some WrestleMania thing. Yeah, I didn't get no notification yesterday, bro. But I appreciate you shouting me out if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, Otis's live stream. Appreciate you, bro. Okay, well, do you turn down the invite? Anybody else want to get up here in the box and do the watch along with me and talk about this show? If not, it's all good. I can talk for days. So, but if anybody wants to come up and keep me company, I'm all for it. Oh, look at Cena's shirt. It's him wearing the big old poofy the UK the Royal Guard hat. That's hilarious. Oh, Cena didn't even get no words out. Cody's coming out. Hey, you snooze, you lose, Midmo. You know what I'm saying? Adrenaline in my soul, every thought out of control. Hey man, I know everybody doesn't like these midday Raws, but I love Raw midday because if it sucks, I just go on about my day, and it's not like when Raw is on at nighttime, you kind of end your day with Raw. So if it sucks, you got a bad taste in your mouth, right? Even if you had a good day, put Raw on in the middle of the day. People can watch it when they want. They can watch it live, or they can watch it when they get home from work. But either way, I like the midday shows because it allows you a better chance of ending your Monday off. I mean, Mondays suck enough, you know. It's hard enough to get back into the flow of things when the week starts. But uh, where is Lori's comment? But you have to get a new laptop tomorrow. Did you get your new internet yet? Did that ever come? I thought you were waiting to get new internet. Issa says not to sing it, Mike. Shout out to Issa. Is she doing a watch along? Oh, Issa's getting a new laptop as well? Yeah, we are. Today's the last one. And then SmackDown's in Chicago Friday. Lori Lynch, sounds like you have about as good a luck as I do with things, you know? So did anybody see Andrew Baydala's tweet talking about he got confirmation or he got word that the spinner belt is in the venue tonight? I don't know what they would be doing with the spinner belt other than they're selling CM Punk spinner belts that are all black with the fist. The middle logo isn't the WWE logo. It's CM Punk's fist holding the lightning bolt, and it's a red lightning bolt, and it spins. That belt is sick, but Cena's pacing back and forth. Here we go. Oh, shit. The Tribal Troll is in the chat. My homie OTS, Tribal Queen. Good Monday, Jen. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Oh, Mike, you were talking about Lori. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, I was looking for a different comment of hers that disappeared. It was saying, I don't remember what. Oh, here it is. You're doing a little better. I hope you're feeling all right today, Lori. I sound like I'm doing okay. My pain level is minimal, but it's usually low in the morning with these stupid ass gallstones. The pain kicks in the evening and at nighttime, but so far it just is a little low. I can feel it a little bit in my lower back, but not too bad. Yeah, I'm over the chanting Cody Rhodes. I'm over it. I love the UK chants. I love the European chants when they go once a year. This every week. Oh, why is John Cena looking all surprised at Cody? I don't like this John Cena where he's like, huh? What did he say? If these crowds were any gayer, I'd be instantly bisexual just watching this. I am not sure what that means exactly, but I like that Jen feels free enough to use that language here. Language that she wouldn't otherwise type in JD's chat or any other chat I've seen her in, by the way. So try not to get me canceled, Jen, please. That's so funny. Mike Krause says, if you're going to cook me, I want to be medium. So he likes to be, he wants to be pink in the center. Pause. The side of baked potato and corn on the cob. Yeah, corn on the cob that we don't eat the long way. Oh. What is Cena doing? I'm getting triggered already by this intro chat. Oh, this is so boring. I was super excited for Raw, but to see these two come out again. I thought we were going to get Jimmy Uso versus Gunther to start off with a banger after that bitch slap he hit Gunther with last week. You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you kick off the show with Gunther and Jimmy Uso? You're going to give everybody John Cena at the beginning, and then they're going to go on about their day. I know. John Cena's just standing there. Look at, he's just letting Cody talk for the third week in a row. Oh, 3 weeks later he asks why. Okay. Who am I, chat? Do I look like anyone you're watching currently on your television? I'm not going to reduce myself. Oh! Cena's about to bury him! Oh, shit! Okay. I don't. Oh! Your ego outmatches your ability is crazy. To my chauffeur. What is John Cena doing? Did he just say I tried to drive it into your egotistical skull? He said egotistical. It's egotistical. Testicles are something totally different, John Cena. Cody Rhodes! Cody Rhodes! Hope this is not scripted. I don't think Gina's. I don't think Cena's is. You wouldn't body him before his first breath because for 3 weeks he's come out here and breathed all over you, and you haven't done nothing. You kicked him in the balls at Chamber, and you guys haven't done nothing. The GOC, my brother from another mother, Guardian of Chaos. What's good on this? Well, it's a dreary, rainy, wet, soggy Monday for me, my friend. I don't know what the weather is like over in the good old NYC. Um, or should I shouldn't say NYC. I should just say New York. Uh, but hope you're doing well, bro. Thank you so much for popping in. How you doing today, bro? Jin says, I'm taking Cody Skellington for the W at WrestleMania, pal. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Cena's getting 17 as these promos have been going on. I really thought he was gonna. I really thought he was gonna get 17 at Mania, but I'm with Jen on this. I think now. I don't think Cena's winning at Mania. Not to say he won't get 17 in his final run, but I don't think it's coming at Mania. Oh God, here we go to the pandering. I thought he was going to say Vince McMahon chose me. You should have said Vince McMahon chose me. If you had some balls. If you wanted to set the internet. Oh. Well, Cody has a point there. Oh! You've got more dick in that promo than you do in your shorts. Cody Rhodes. You checking out Cena's dick? Here's what you've created, pal. Damn, I lost my feed. Oh. It was easy for Cena to be the GOAT, I think, in that time period. Because that time period, Jen, I'm sorry. Who was it I was watching the other day that said the ruthless aggression era was the best era in WWE? Literally. Who was it? I don't want to bury. Oh, I remember. I'm not going to say no names because I don't want to throw shade, but I thought it was a wild thing to say. Everybody's got their opinion, and if they believe that, then God bless them. But oh shit, Cody just called Cena a piece of shit, and they didn't bleep it. He said you're also a piece of shit, and now the crowd is chanting "piece of shit, piece of shit." This is insane. Facts, Lori. Factual. Cody is letting Cena have it. Yeah, this Cena heel run to me a month in feels completely forced. It look at him. He didn't really address the Rock comment. Oh. Oh, and then Cena looks left and right so the crowd can start chanting, "You can't wrestle." This is fake. This is fake as fuck, chat. This is not the Cena heel run that I was hoping for. Oh, so that's the final straw, huh? Now he's back in the ring after fucking Cody said he can't wrestle. That's gonna. What is this stupid shit happening here? Crossroads, huh? That was the slowest punch John Cena's ever thrown. And now he's laid out like a crime scene. He's laid out like he's Jim Carrey that ran off the runway a fucking ramp in Dumb and Dumber when his body's all like twisted and shit laying on the fucking tarmac. Look at John Cena looking like he absolutely got shot by a sniper rifle from a fucking skyscraper rooftop a mile and a half away. Look at him. Oh my Jesus. Cody Rhodes. So Cody put the first lick on John Cena. They're doing a 3-man booth tonight? We're going back to the 3-man booth? Why? Is this so we can get... Is this to put Joe Tessitore and Corey Graves back on SmackDown? Did Corey Graves get his little whiny way? Oh, shit. Okay, let me see your... Cena looks good on his back so early here. Yeah, but him being on his back first was not what I was expecting. Here comes OTS Tribal Queen and Jim Cornette's favorite female wrestler. Cena's selling better. I mean, he took one Crossroads. I think it was a terrible sell. That was the only move he took, and he acted like he was knocked unconscious for a minute and a half. Laid there stiff like a dead body. Odd fact, how crazy. Cornette co-host Brian Last has held on to a promo I sent to the NWA from over 30 years ago. Mind-blowing, he still has it. Chaos. That's incredible. Like I reread your statement. Sorry for the pause in my speaking. I just reread what you said again. That is fucking incredible. A promo you cut from over 30 years ago, Brian Last still has. I listened to Jim Cornette pretty much all weekend long this weekend. And last night I was listening to them cover the A&E biography of ECW. Or maybe it was Dark Side of the Ring covering ECW from last year. I don't know. Anyways, and listening to Brian Last talk, he told Jim Cornette that he went to a lot of the shows in New York during the ECW days, back when they were an actual promotion being run. And I just kind of thought about that and thought, like, I didn't even know about ECW until I think their like last year of existence, when they had that short little run on TNN before TNN signed Monday Night Raw and kicked ECW off their network. I didn't really know much about ECW until like 1997. The fact that Brian Last, I don't know, Brian Last and Cornette, I love them. They're like they're like living, breathing, and pro wrestling encyclopedias. You know, I I learn a lot about the past from them. Uh-oh, Mike Rouse. Are you watching Issa too, Mike? Jen, are you calling me a virgin neckbeard and a creeper? Because I love Cornette, but I don't agree. I don't agree with his takes. And if you don't like Io because she's short or she doesn't speak English, then that's pretty awful. Because she's the best female wrestler on the roster. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's wild. He's held on to that promo for over 30 years. I bet if he's held on to that promo for 30 years, God knows what he's held on to. He's probably got all kinds of shit. This Cena, to be fair, to clarify, Guardian, because I really loved OG heel Cena. But this current, and this is what I think you probably will agree with me. This current version of Cena as a heel, it's too forced and manufactured. I don't know, man. He sounded so scripted today. Jen, so do you feel like there should be no non-Americans in professional wrestling here in this country? Is that what you're saying? I mean, it kind of is. Oh yeah, it's all good, Mike. I was just asking because of your comment about it's sexual violent, and I know Issa says that kind of stuff, so it sounded like her. God, these two again. The promo is not what she says. She's one. What do you mean? A promo is not what she says. She's one-dimensional. What's her one dimension? She has banger matches. I mean, I get your knock, but I can still get invested into an Io Sky match. I don't need her to cut a promo. Yeah, I know that you think she's talented. I'm not saying that you don't think she's talented. I know you think she's talented. I get that. No, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying, though. I'm saying because she can't speak English and cut a promo. Are you saying for all wrestlers that can't speak English and can't cut promos that are, quote, one-dimensional, you don't think that they should be in professional wrestling here in America? I'm asking you. Oh, shit. It's the resident gamer of rage. Raging Girl Gamer has made her way into Hoolie's house. Everybody say what's up to the OTS OG and moderator extraordinaire. My homie, Raging Girl Gamer. How you doing, Rage? You watching Raw right now? Or are you waiting till later? They aren't main eventing. Jen, just answer my question. Just a simple yes or no. You can't make comments like that and then not answer a direct question because it's kind of making your take look a little sus. Okay, Rage, what did you think of the... Oh, shit. Hold on. My screen just turned off. No. See, you won't answer my question. This is why I can't take your stance seriously, because you refuse to answer it, because you know that there's gaping holes in it. You're just hating on her to hate in this instance. Because she's not a good promo. That's really the only knock on Io. But she speaks every bit as good at English. She spoke English. She's been in this country for like what now, 10 years? And I get that it's hard to get invested when you can't understand what somebody's saying. But if we're gonna be real here, wrestling fans, we all know that the shit is scripted, so we've got to pretend like it's real to suspend our disbelief. So why do you have trouble doing that with a promo? I don't. Your stance doesn't bother me. I just a good wrestler is a good wrestler, regardless of their speaking ability or not. I know that to be a great wrestler, you need multiple facets to your game, not just good wrestling. I get that. I understand that. And I get that EO Sky is not for everybody. I'm not mad at your stance at all. I was just trying to get your I was just trying to ask your what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to understand your comments better, I guess, is what I was saying. I do listen to Mr. Cornette, and I've already said I don't agree with his take on EO. I agree with a lot of things that Jim Cornette says, but I do not agree with his take on EO because I feel like his take on EO is like she has like no redeeming value whatsoever. And I'm not saying this is like I'm not saying you're like racist or anything. I just mean like based on your comments about the promo situation. And since she can't speak English, and I'm not singling EO out, I'm just asking in general, do you just feel like people that don't speak good English should be in wrestling since they can't cut good promos? Because it makes them one-dimensional automatically if they can't speak English. Then all they have is their wrestling. You know what I'm saying? That's fair. Rage says she's going to watch the full show later. Oh, what did you think about the promo, though, Rage? If the Cena promo, Cena Cody promo. Give me your takes on it. Oh, wait. She's fair in the ring, but I'm not getting anything else out of it. That's fair. I'm not knocking you. I'm not mad at you at all. I think you're getting too defensive. I think you think I'm trying to start like a war of words with you, and I'm not. You're the homie, Jen. Come on, man. And I listen to Cornette. I promise you, I spent the entire Saturday and Sunday listening to repeat back to back. Aside from the time that I was in GOC's stream when he was live streaming, my whole weekend I listened to back to back to back to back to back. I don't know how many episodes of Cornette I listened to, and then I listened to his drive through, which is I think like the whole week compiled all together, which is like 3.5 hours long, and I listened to everything all repeated again. I'm only defensive of a well thought out argument that has been relevant since Bruno's days. I'm not knocking your opinion, Jen. You don't like Io, you don't like Io. But you can just say you don't like her, she does nothing for you. You can't really say like she's not main eventing, like that's nobody, I mean none of the Royal Women, nobody's really main eventing that like that has a championship, are they? I mean except for Cody. Cody's the only title that's main eventing. This is new. Oh, Raging Girl Gamer says I didn't expect Cody to come at Cena like that. Well, Cena came off extremely cringy forced. That was the most forced I've ever heard John Cena in his entire career. And I think they did that by design because usually Cody's the one that sounds rehearsed, right? So I'm wondering if Cena came out sounding cheesy and scripted so that it made Cody sound better. I don't know. Boom. This is new age versus old school theory in depth look. Nobody likes those conversations, but I'm not new age. Like you talk to me like I'm new age, but I'm not. I don't care. That makes me talk more. No, I was just trying to get your. I was just trying to pick your brain a little bit more to see, like, I guess why your stance is the way it is. I was just trying to learn more about your stance, not trying to pick apart your stance. I'm sorry if that came off uh, in a way I didn't mean it to. So we've got the New Day versus Pete Dunne, and holy shit, they dusted off Tyler Bate just for the UK people, huh? Where in the fuck has Tyler Bate been? So has he cut his hair? He's cut that stringy ass mop off again. Wasn't he in a tag team with Pete Dunne actually? And they had some ridiculous name, and then they disappeared. I'm glad to see that Tyler Bate finally cut that awful long hair off, though. He looks so much better with short hair. Yeah, did you think that Cena sounded kind of cheesy, Rage? I felt like he sounded so corny. I felt like he sounded hella corny. Waiting for the Patrick Palmer. Welcome, bro. I didn't know if you've been here. I'm sorry I didn't see you till now, my G. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. We are 37 minutes into the final Monday Night Raw from Europe. I know everybody's glad that the Europe shows are coming to an end. I'm only glad because of the crowds. The singing and the hijacking is when you see it once a year, it's special and it feels epic and it feels like a huge moment. When you've had it for a month straight, every fucking show, and they devoted like an hour of the 3 hours for the crowd to chant and sing. It's like, come on, it's enough. It's enough. It's hard to say if I'm getting better Rage because the stones. I still have the stones, and I either have to dissolve them or they fester and get infected, and then I have the gallbladder surgery. So my energy level today, I feel like right now I'm doing good. My pain is at probably the least amount of pain I've been in 2 weeks. So maybe I am getting better. I'm hoping so. I've stayed off of soda. I've pretty much eliminated soda, caffeine, and sugar from my diet since I got sick. So I'm gonna try my absolute hardest to stay the course. I'm not eating fast food. I've been cooking. I've been eating just like broccoli and rice. And I know that's not sustainable long term, but I'm just literally going to try to see how long I can go with just eating chicken, rice, and broccoli. Um, I'm waiting till I get paid on Thursday because there's some supplements I need to order to try to help get rid of the stones naturally as well. But I feel better today than I have in 2 weeks, so thank you for asking. Tyler Bate, damn, I haven't seen him in ages. Yeah, he was in a tag team with Pete Dunne. Does anybody remember what their name was? It was some weird ass name. I don't want to go back to the States. Those crowds are, I know. It's a catch 22, Patrick. There's two reasons why I like wrestling in Europe or overseas. I like being able to watch this shit during the day. It frees up my evenings and I don't have to worry about ending my day on shitty wrestling. Like if today's show sucks for the 2.5 hours, by the time tonight happens, I don't care anymore. And the crowds are much more lively. But I'm kind of over the singing. I really am. I'm tired of it. Rage cooking dinner for her husband. What'd you cook her? I'm getting the hang of this crowd stuff. So Jen likes the chanting now? Last week she hated it? Yeah, masturbate. I don't. He just got back tonight, I guess. Apparently for one night only. They should call it the Pete Dunne one man show, one night show, whatever Undertaker show is called. Well, so here's the thing, Rage. Getting sick and having to call the ambulance at 4 in the morning to come and like take me to the hospital because I legit thought I was dying. Like I felt my body, my soul leaving my body. I was like literally about to have an out of body experience. The pain was so great. Like I was gonna pass out. I told the lady on the dispatcher when I called 911. I said I think I'm fainting. Like my vision started to like go dim, and I was just like I couldn't breathe. Like I physically couldn't breathe, and I thought I was about to die. And it just forced me. You know, you go to the hospital, they put the IV bags in you, and if you have any gastrointestinal issue that you're there for, they won't allow you to eat or drink anything. So they wouldn't even let me put water in my mouth to get my mouth wet. Um, so laying there for 12 hours, I pretty much anything crappy in my system, pretty much, you know, I was deathly afraid to eat once they released me too, because they were like, if you eat anything fatty, you're gonna feel pain. They're like, you need to cut all the fat out from your diet. So I said, okay. I went home. I looked for a couple of things that I could eat, like from fast food restaurants. I looked up to see if there's anything you can get from a fast food restaurant that's okay when you're dealing with kidney stone or gallstones. And there's not really. Just grilled chicken and Wendy's chili is about the only things that there are that are under 12 grams of fat. So Xavier Woods looks like he's been in the sun. So here come the War Raiders. So I'm guessing WrestleMania is going to be the War Raiders versus the New Day versus. It's probably going to be a fatal four-way tag team match. Fraxium. This has really been a just go through the motions type of Raw. Oh God, why did the New Day get another title shot? New Catch Republic. I knew somebody would remember. I know I'm late seeing that. Sorry, I didn't realize that the messages don't automatically scroll. I have to manually scroll down. Two guys, one cup, Republic. That's funny. Oh, I love Chili Mac Rage. Why would I knock you? I love Chili Mac. I love chili in general. I've eaten so much chili since I went to the hospital 2 weeks ago. Though it's like I've had so much chili, I can't really eat chili right now. But I love it. I made a huge batch of it when I got out of the hospital. Yeah, I have Panera Bread, but it's fucking expensive, bro. Like if you look at their prices for like a soup and sandwich, it's like $20 for like a little piece of a sandwich. It ain't even a whole sandwich. That's why I don't eat there. It's because I can't afford it really. New Day and Viking Raiders. I just got a flashback. Basketballs. New Day and Viking Raiders. Um. Oh yeah, I saw that. Patrick Palmer says to Jen, "Where? I've been doing some work for you, Huli. I meant to tell you." The new Catch Republic couldn't catch a wind and said, "That's hilarious." Hang on, chat. My feed just cut. I was texting and then give me 1 second. I'm bringing the show back on. I got to bring it on my phone because I don't want to ruin my gaming PC with spam and malware. I don't care about this phone. Oh, is it about to be the Gunther match? Is that what's happening here? I hear you. Just be careful. We've been expecting you. Wait, who used to say that saying? We've been expecting you. Jay Uso. That's a clue right there. That's a little Easter egg planted right there. Chat. Jay Uso looking Jimmy in the eye, saying, "Be careful. Uh, a crime is about to be committed. I hope you all know that. You're about to see a crime. A felonious crime is about to take place tonight on Raw." Ludwig Kaiser. What do you mean, Jen? Am I missing something? With what? Yeah, Gunther's gonna beat the holy hell out of Jimmy. I mean, he's gonna kill him. We should be talking about is how high Ludwig Kaiser is off the edibles right now. Look at him. He's asleep standing up. Did he get Botox injections into his eye sockets, or is he eating the magic brownies? The greatest stage of them all, huh? I didn't realize that that's what they were calling WrestleMania these days. The greatest stage of them all. Oh, so you're okay. So there. This must be the premium Netflix version that they're showing. So, ooh, so here comes Jimmy. Here comes Jimmy. Sorry, my dog wants to eat, so I'm gonna feed her real quick, chat. So bear with me while I am off the screen. I am still on the headset. Now since day one ish. Boom, dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, this is gonna be I don't know. We're expecting a slaughter, right? So you know how WWE does. They're probably going to give us a fucking 20-minute wrestling match with Jimmy Uso trying to actually do wrestling moves, which I wouldn't. I would highly advise against that. But WWE always likes to give us the opposite of what we want. Sorry, Chad. I just have my mic muted because I'm running the water in the kitchen. I didn't want it to be all loud and obnoxious. Just give me 30 more seconds and I'll be back with you shortly. Oh boy. Chat, has anybody been watching the WWE Vault channel or the WCW Vault channel at all? They only show a couple of matches per week, and it gets kind of repetitive if you've seen the 2 or 3 matches that they show. But this week's WWE Vault's been pretty good. They showed WrestleMania 3 in its entirety. Anybody that knows me or has talked to me about wrestling at all, WrestleMania 3, the images from WrestleMania 3 was the very first time as a kid I ever saw the WWF in professional wrestling. And that iconic image of Hulk Hogan standing in the ring with Andre the Giant was literally the first image of pro wrestling I ever had. So I think when you're a kid and you see that for the first time, there's no way that there's no way that you forget about that image of those two behemoths. Sorry, Chad, I'm back. I'm back. Triple H is only inducting what he and The Rock wants. It's no different than Vince. Yeah. Oh, what did they say about the Hall of Fame? Michael Cole and Pat McAfee host the Hall of Fame Friday, April 18th, 10 p.m. on Peacock and YouTube. What the hell's happening, Kate Nash? Wait, was she choking out Tony Khan? Did that look like she was choking out Tony Khan to anybody, chat? Okay, Pat McAfee is absolutely choking. Rage, the match that's going into the Hall of Fame is Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin. WrestleMania 13. I forget what gimmick that match was. It wasn't I Quit. Was it Last Man Standing? I don't remember what the gimmick to the match was. I always forget. There's Louis Capaldi. Bianca Belair going to be the guest referee? I'll be right back. I mean, I'm still here. I just, if you got it, spark it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go take some medicine, chat. Wait, Foley versus Triple H. Did they change it? Foley versus Triple H. I swear they said Stone Cold and Bret Hart, and that they're going to be at the actual Hall of Fame ceremony. Did they say something different when I was feeding my dog just now? Here comes Gunther. Rage says, spark one for her. I got you, Rage. I got you. It's dope having people to hang out with to watch wrestling and stuff, man, after 40 years of watching. My sister used to watch with me when we were kids, but that was because she was in love with Shawn Michaels. and she absolutely loved Stone Cold. She thought he was like the greatest gimmick of all time, and so we would watch like the pay-per-views and stuff, but that was only for maybe like a 5-year period. That was like a short window of time back then during the Attitude Era. Once she got out of high school, she ain't watched since then. So she wouldn't know probably anybody on the roster except for John Cena and Triple H. She wouldn't have a clue who anybody else is today. I don't even think my sister knows that Cody Rhodes is Goldust's brother and that they're both the sons of Dusty Rhodes. I bet you if I asked my sister that, she wouldn't even. My sister probably doesn't even know who Dusty Rhodes is, and she would be like, "Who's Goldust's brother?" So just to give you perspective of, like, she's definitely not in any sense of the word even remotely a casual fan. So my whole point of the rant was I've spent so much time watching wrestling alone because I just never met anyone that liked it. I always got made fun of for liking wrestling. Um, so it's dope. The only thing that would make this better is like if I could hang out with everybody in my chat in real life. Like if we all lived in the same state and we were all friends in real life that liked wrestling and we all went to shows together and shit, that would be dope. That would be awesome. What are we looking like on stream time? Chat, we are almost an hour into my live stream, and I had 13 or 14 hours of streaming for the month when I started today. So I have about 5 hours left, and my time doesn't reset until April 14th, which is actually perfect timing for WrestleMania because I think I'm going to start doing my channel content WrestleMania weekend. It's going to be tough though because my dad is coming into town on the 9th, and he leaves the day one of WrestleMania. So my day one is going to be insanely busy, but I'm hoping that I can get, I don't know what for content. Anybody got any content suggestions for my channel? I don't really know. I mean, I have some ideas, but I just don't know. I have too many ideas and I don't know which one to go with. Okay, Rage, thank you. Drive safe. Tell your husband I said what's up. I'll text you, Jeremy. I saw your text. I haven't responded. Sorry, I've been busy. Yeah, motherfucker. I can't look at my text. I'm watching Raw on my phone, bro. Jen, you're married, right? And you have kids. How old are your kids or child? I don't know if you have one or many or not trying to out your business like that, but I'm just curious, like, does anybody in your family, in your household watch wrestling or are you the only one? She said yup. My baby mama says yup like that. Like when in text messages, if I ask her a question or whatever, I just get the response yup. YUP. You gathered that. I'm a geek. I know. Then why are you calling me a motherfucker on my stream? Motherfucker? Jimmy got this. Jimmy super kick good. Jimmy super kick real good. Jimmy getting chopped. Jimmy go down. Jen, I should bring you up in the box. Even if it's just your voice, we could call the match. I could mute Raw and we could call the match ourselves. So they're not. So they're doing what I said, right? They're making this a wrestling match. Gunther should have come out here and just beat the living piss out of Jimmy for that slap. He's doing a little arm twisty. Come on, man. If a dude bitch slaps you like the way he slapped Gunther, you are not coming out the next week and doing no wrestling move with you where you take the dude's arm and you fucking go underneath your own and turn it around and make it look like you're twisting his arm off his shoulders. You're not doing any of this. Holding his hand and pushing the back of his head after he cracked Gunther in the mouth like that. There's no way. This is so fucking GH, dude. Holy shit. I can't. I gotta go take another. I gotta go take another fucking siesta real quick, chat. That's crazy. That is crazy. I wonder how JD's gonna react to this. Because lately, I feel like when I know what JD's reaction is gonna be, I feel like he's been coming out with the opposite. So I feel like John Cena absolutely sucked a fat dick tonight, promo wise. And it makes me wonder if JD feels the same way or if he's gonna actually say that was a good segment. I thought it was I thought Cody Rhodes did okay, but it's like, I mean, me and Jen have been pooping on Cody Rhodes since he came back to WWE. I was actually pooping on Cody Rhodes when he had announced in AEW that he was no longer going to compete for titles. That's when I started shitting on Cody Rhodes and I started saying he was vanilla. And I didn't initially like him coming to WWE because I knew they were going to give him the Royal Rumble. But then he got injured and tore his pec, which further, once he tore his pec, I did the math from his, I knew immediately how long it takes to recover from a torn pec. I said, he's going to be back for Rumble and they're going to give it to him to force us into this title run. Well, things played out the way they did and we didn't get it that year. It took him a year extra. So this Cody Rhodes shit's been dragging on, I think, for me and Jen for far too long. And dude, Cena's got to win. Cena has to win it. I can't take Cody Rhodes being champion anymore. This was like the best, the most unforced, the most genuine he's come across to me was tonight in his promo against Cena, which ironically enough, Cena had about the worst promo I think I've ever seen in his career tonight. So that's kind of crazy. Yeah, and now that I said that, I'm actually quite confused that how can Cena have his worst promo and Cody have his best promo in the same promo? That's kind of wild. Gunther being misused, just my opinion. Rivals with Gable, both Usos. He's a much better overall competitor than his opponent. So you know what's crazy? That's the see, Guardian. You know what? You just gave me a thought, bro. Remember back in the day, like during the Golden Era? Remember how, like, if you were a mid-card guy, Vince didn't book you in a pay-per-view with a top guy. And that's why I feel like once the Attitude Era, I mean, once the Ruthless Aggression era started, I feel like Vince started booking mid-carders. He started mixing everybody from like the lower bottom ends of the spectrum. Oh, here, sure, we'll go ahead and just have random matches with guys from the lower card and guys with the mid card and guys from the mid card with the top card. And yeah, I don't like that Gunther is being paired with a mid-carder in Jimmy Uso. If you would even call Jimmy Uso a mid-carder because he doesn't go for titles. Jey Uso, I think, is at least a mid-carder, but you could argue that Jimmy, as a singles competitor, is a lower card wrestler because he's copying his brother's catchphrase to get over with the crowd. He's only getting cheered because he's the twin brother of Jay. He has no moniker, he's not main event Jimmy Uso, that's his brother. Like, he's just literally riding Jay's coattails now. Or that's how he is being presented. Because of the momentum that Jey Uso's caught. So, he looks even less than Jey Uso in the ring, in my opinion, because their moveset is minimal. They've been doing frog splashes and super kicks on repeat since like WrestleMania 31, when they came out and did that tribal dance in San Francisco, because that's where that was their hometown, right? That's where they're from, and they had all that face paint on, and they were doing the Samoan war dance or whatever. I remember watching that WrestleMania with my son, and I remember telling him like, man, Vince is really not using the Usos right. These kids could be really good. And it's crazy that it took them 10 years to get where they are now. And only one of them is really some in a good position. Jimmy's just the brother who's just kind of tagging along for the ride. It's not like he's really earning anything or they're really giving him anything. He's just kind of like there. So I agree with Guardian's point. Like, Gunther's being misused, and I don't like that they're pairing like mid card guys with top card guys. I don't like that. It really makes the top, like, Gunther has been so special with what they've done with him, that something like tonight really diminishes and really makes him not look nearly as dominant, in my opinion. It's like, oh, he beats the shit out of everybody, and nobody can hold a flame to Gunther, but then here comes little Jimmy Uso slapping him, and then he has like a 10-minute match with them. Come on, man. Gunther, you know what I thought, actually, Guardian? Last week, when as soon as Jimmy hit him and walked off, and Gunther looks back over his shoulder at him, I'm like, Gunther, you're not going to turn around and run up on this fool from behind and club him with some foreign object? Like, bro, I don't know where you come from, dog, but where I come from, somebody slaps you like a female and walks off, bro. I mean, that was when I think that was what pissed me off, that made Gunther look weak. I was just so like, holy shit, because that slap was so loud, and it was like, he did that to Gunther? Like, there's no way. It was such a ho shit moment that people, I think, kind of overlooked the fact that Gunther just stood there and took it and didn't do nothing and let Jimmy walk away. Like, yeah, I'm just going to let him walk away. I'll just have my match with him next week instead. I'll beat him next week in a real good match. Like, you don't want to kill the guy for slapping you like a bitch? Like, I wouldn't have had a wrestling match with him, you know? Somebody slaps me like that, it's to the death. There's only one of us is coming away from this situation. In handcuffs or a body bag. The most dominant fucking champion in WWE history. Modern day, at least. I don't remember a time seeing Gunther, even when he was Walter, without a title. He's had a title the whole time, but he's going to let Jimmy just smack the shit out of him. I've been missing this whole entire thing. I didn't realize this shit was still on. I was in the bathroom taking my medicine. Let me catch up with your comments. Gunther wants to punish Jimmy bad. Oh, I like when someone agrees with me. Thank you, Guardian. Yeah. No, I'm not. Sorry, Jen. I'm not seeing this. Oh, I'm seeing it now, though. Oh, Gunther's stomping the cameraman? Oh. Oh, he's stomping. Who's in the suit? Who's standing there in the suit? So the murder did happen after the match. I was a little bit too I talked shit too soon, I guess. Wait, what's he doing? Yes. But even as a tag team, Guardian, their moveset was, I mean, like I said, they've been doing super kicks and frog splashes on repeat for a decade. That's literally their moveset. Chops, super kicks, frog splash. They have no moves. So we don't use handcuffs anymore. We use zip ties. No, the murder's taking place. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, Jimmy Uso now knows what it feels like to have fucking kidney stones. Holy shit. Oh, me too, Guardian. The Samoan dynasty, like, overall, in the, like, going back before my time, as you well know, I mean, I learned a lot from watching you, too, about the Samoan dynasty, but, I mean, they've been just a constant in pro wrestling since, like, pretty much the beginning days. He said, "You're no top guy, Jay. You're no superstar." Gunther shooting right now. Gunther is shooting. Oh, Jimmy just got pizza pan with the title. Holy shit. Is Rikishi coming out? Who's coming out? Come on, touch it. Now, if you're just listening to this and not watching, you don't know what the hell's happening right now. Oh, that's Jason Jordan in the suit. He said, "Come on, reach out and touch it." He said, "Reach out and touch it." Oh, he's going to kill Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy's bleeding. Jimmy's bloody. You know, Gunther, when he was Walter and he was pudgy in his midsection, he had no pectoral muscles. He's really reversed his physique in a positive way. Oh my God, power bomb! Jen says they're a tag team and nothing will change her mind on that. Spoken like a true New Yorker. Guardian to New York, I believe, Mike. The Shadows of Titan Towers, Connecticut. This tonight was underwhelming. I like this. I like this. Oh my God, there's blood every fucking where. But why is there only one guy from backstage out here? Yeah, Jay 100% is winning the title at Mania. Yeah, Rikishi needs to be involved. They still got 2 more weeks. It was underwhelming, I thought, until they got to the part where Jimmy's zip tied, and then he's literally like inches away, having to watch his brother be tortured with all the blood. That visual, and that was the best part of the whole thing. Yeah, the last like 5 minutes. Once he pizza pan Jimmy off of the apron with the belt, then it was okay. Did Gunther just hit a girl? I didn't even notice. I carry zip ties with me. They're putting CM Punk on every show now, too, which I don't like because it's getting played out. Chat. I need your feedback on this, okay? I was in bed last night, and I couldn't fucking sleep, right? So instead of counting sheep, I just started booking WrestleMania outcomes, right? And I was thinking, my original prediction, and I think Billy had predicted the same thing. He said that he was going with Seth Rollins to team up with Paul Heyman. Like Paul Heyman's going to turn on. I said Paul's going to turn on Roman and CM Punk and side with Seth. And JD was like, that doesn't make sense, right? And I'm like, yeah, I know it doesn't, but just for shock value alone. But I was thinking last night, and I had an idea. CM Punk, for the last couple weeks, has been throwing hints to Paul Heyman. Like he did last week. Oh, thanks for serving up your champion to me on a silver platter. And remember how Roman reacted? And he kind of turned and looked back at Paul Heyman like, wait, what? You're in on, like, you set me up? Punk has made a couple of comments over the weeks to Heyman about that. Like, oh, thanks, Paul. Right? I forgot what he said something the night of the cage match. Paul Heyman's hugging CM Punk. Roman's not an idiot, right? No one is predicting. What if Roman's paying attention to the favor? Roman's got to have paid attention. He'd be an idiot not to, right? Heyman consoling Punk in the middle of the steel cage. This buddy, thank you for serving up your champion on a silver platter. CM Punk sarcastically acknowledging his tribal chief. Thank you so much, Roman Reigns. What if Roman Reigns turns on Paul Heyman at WrestleMania? Because remember I said you can't have three baby faces. Someone's got to turn heel, and everyone's it's Seth. Even me, it's Seth. Seth is going to turn heel and side with Paul. What if Roman stays the Roman he's always been, but says fuck you to Paul and decimates Paul, and Roman turns heel? I like that. I like heel Roman way more than I like babyface Roman. And I thought, oh, shoot, if anybody is down with this prediction, it might be Jen. So Jen, if you heard that prediction, what do you think? Yeah, I couldn't sleep last night I didn't go to sleep till like 7 o'clock this morning. Got up like 2 hours later. The main event of WrestleMania. Now watch Paul Heyman right here. Oh, are they going to show it? He puts his head down and says, God damn it. And then the fucking show turns black and it goes off the air. I think Roman's going to turn heel. Because how does this make sense if you're Paul Heyman? You've been with Roman. You turned on Brock Lesnar for Roman Reigns when Roman Reigns was the lame ass go away big dog. Okay? And you've been stuck by his side for 5 years, right? How would it make sense for Paul Heyman to screw Roman just because he doesn't have the title anymore? To go with what? An aged CM Punk who's twice Roman's age? That don't make sense to me. Heyman has never been about loyalty. Heyman has always been about opportunity. So if you're Paul Heyman, how can you choose your original guy and your current guy? You can't, in my opinion, if you're Paul Heyman. So it makes more sense to me if Roman sees, hey, you're showing favoritism to CM Punk when you're supposed to be my dude. Now, weeks have gone by, and I keep seeing you with this dude and not really with me. I think Roman is going to turn on Paul Heyman. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the prediction I'm going with for Mania. Yeah. I don't really like all these triple threats, but it is what it is. Just going to try to enjoy Mania for what they give us and not look too much into it, because I feel like as fans, we're always booking what they should do from a logic perspective and what, makes sense to us the most. They're never going to do that, and so that's why we're always shitting on it. We couldn't think logically about wrestling as kids, so that's why it was so unbelievable and awesome when we were young. It was just good versus bad, and you wanted the good guy to win no matter what. You didn't, logic and storyline, you didn't fucking care about none of that until you got old enough to understand it. Now as adults, it's like we just want logically things to make sense, and it's like, no, they're still booking this shit for kids, man. They always will. Oh, God. He's wearing a Finn Balor shirt. Dom is wearing a Finn Balor shirt. A well-oiled machine. Is that what we're doing for WrestleMania? Because Lyra's doing nothing with the IC title and Bayley doesn't have anything. So are they going to pair those two to go for the tag titles against Raquel and Liv at WrestleMania? Please no. Please tell me I'm wrong. Hopefully that's like a match set up for next week and not for WrestleMania. Here comes Braun Breaker. Oh no, it's Penta. Do they have the same intro song? And the red lights? I swear to God, that was Braun Breaker's intro right before they showed Penta. Holy shit, my bad. Damn. Oh, they got the little spinny with the sparks back. They didn't give it to him last week. Bro, his fucking intro is sick. But I genuinely thought when they spin the red lights and it goes dun 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 dun, I swear that's Braun Breaker's intro. I swear it is. If it's not obvious to you where this is going, I don't know what's wrong with you. You think it's going to be Finn versus Dom at Mania, Jeremy? Halitosis. Love me some Penta. I love that white jacket. He looks gangster as fuck. So they changed it from Cero, because Cero, C-E-R-O, is how you spell zero in Spanish. And that's how it was in AEW, but now it's Z-E-R-O on the back of his coat here in WWE. Zero. Miedo. I mean, gingivitis, too. Gingivitis is probably causes halitosis. Who's who? Is this Braun Breaker? They got to do something about that, chat. I know this is probably going to be a controversial take, but I did not care for the new ring announcer on SmackDown. I thought he sounded like a cartoon character. I thought I thought about Vince because Vince didn't like Justin Roberts because he thought Justin Roberts was always trying to get himself over the way he announced the roster coming to the ring. I didn't see any different with that new guy on SmackDown, and I thought it sounded like when I closed my eyes, I was watching old episodes of The Price is Right. Like, Jimmy Uso, come on down. I don't like that style of ring announcing. I really don't. And I'm just biased because, I grew up in the Howard Finkel era. To me, there's been 3. Howard Finkel, and the other 2 aren't even part of wrestling. The Buffer brothers. Michael and Bruce Buffer. There's some might make a case for Jimmy Lennon Jr. His voice is kind of iconic. I wouldn't say he's the greatest ring announcer, but he does have an iconic voice. So if you want to put him in the top 5, or you want to put an asterisk by his name for Rushmore, I wouldn't disagree. But I did not like that dude, and I don't care for Alicia Taylor. It has nothing to do with her look or her hair. Just the overly aggressive, rawr, coming to the ring, rawr. Like, are we a pirate? Holy shit. I'm sorry, Guardian. I'm not as educated as you are on the ring announcers, bro. I've literally never heard of either of these 2. Gary Michael Capetta, legendary Jimmy McHugh. I wasn't allowed to watch wrestling and boxing and shit as a kid, so I didn't really get to start watching freely until I got into high school and left the house. I watched that first episode of Stephanie's Place with CM Punk. The way has anybody in the chat watched Stephanie's Place yet with CM Punk? I just want to know because I want to know if you'll agree with my take on what Triple H had to say about CM Punk. I've probably heard him. I just don't know the name or the face. Yeah, I think there could be Dom versus Finn at Mania, but there could be a double cross between them at Mania, which I think would be a bit bigger. A double cross? What do you mean, Midmo? You're going to have to explain that. They're already advertising for Backlash. That's crazy. WWE's gotten way greedy. I don't ever remember them advertising for pay-per-views before the current pay-per-view. Well, I wouldn't say old. I mean, it's not like we can help when we're born, you know what I mean? I wish I knew more about the history of wrestling than I do. I'm thankful. I'm lucky. I feel like it's a cool memory and a cool story to be able to tell people. Like my first time ever seeing Mania was Hogan and Andre. Even though I never liked Hogan, seeing them two like staring each other down in the ring, I mean, it just did something to you, you know? I mean that literally changed my life forever. And I was how old then? 6 maybe? 7? Oh, they had Wade Barrett do 3-man just because it's England and he's from England. That was just probably a bonus they gave to him because he said he'll be back on SmackDown on Friday in Chicago. I thought maybe they were gonna have Corey Graves move to SmackDown. So they've got Penta and Braun as tag team partners. Are they chanting Cody Rhodes? They're chanting Cody Rhodes during this match. Are you fucking mental, UK? Jen, you can be brilliant with your knowledge of history. Jen does know a lot more than people realize, I think. She might be old too, Guardian. Just kidding. Just kidding. We're all old dogs in here. We're OGs. I don't think we're old. I think we're OGs. And when it comes to wrestling, you can't be any better than an OG. If you were born and got into wrestling post Attitude Era, you're fucked, and nobody's ever gonna take your opinions that seriously. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Until we're all dead and gone. Until we're all dead and gone. If you grew up if you grew up pre-televised professional wrestling or during the advent of televised professional wrestling, you were at the perfect age. There was no better time, in my opinion, to find professional wrestling. You've pretty much seen it in all of its formations over the years. I'm not saying that if you were born after the Attitude Era like I said, you can't help when you're born. But if I'm having an argument with somebody and they didn't grow up watching the Golden Era or before, if they didn't have some sort of historical knowledge of professional wrestling before the year 2000, then I can't really have a decent argument with you. I can agree with your opinion or disagree with it, but to have a really solid debate, you need people that have historical knowledge. Yeah, see, and Jen goes back farther than me because I was born in '79. So I really don't. When I see Hogan and Andre in the ring at WrestleMania 3, I don't know about Warrior. I don't know about Macho Man. I don't know about anybody else. I didn't even know the names of Andre the Giant or Hulk Hogan. I just had that image in my head. And then I saw the Hebner brothers and the switcheroo with the fucking twin referees and oh my god, what happened? Oh my god, the bad guy actually cheated and won. Like, no, how can this happen? Because I thought it was a real sport. And then my dad's like, this isn't real. They're not really hitting each other. Those are fake punches. And I'm looking at him going, what the fuck is my dad talking about? So when I get into wrestling, it's more like that. and oh, you can't see my shirt. There you go. 6 is more like when I really started watching it. And for sure, like I remember the very night Raw started, and I remember just by the luck of the draw turning on the TV and watching the very first episode of Monday Night Raw. And what was that, 93? So 92? The only pay-per-view I had seen from beginning to end before Monday Night Raw started as a weekly show was SummerSlam 91. I had convinced my mom to let me buy SummerSlam 91 on VHS in the $5 bin at Safeway with my allowance money. And I watched that pay-per-view probably, it's got to be in thousands of times, thousands. I think that either one of them could decide to screw the other at Mania, but Dom specifically screw Finn because he's repping him hard wearing Finn's merch. Yeah. All this shit is so obvious that it's happening at WrestleMania this year. It's kind of lame. But I think you're right, Midmo. In the Attitude Era, I was in my mid to late 30s and very active in the business. In the Attitude Era, I was just coming out of high school. I didn't even know that there was local wrestling here in Portland. I didn't know this until I was past my prime. Didn't know there was Defy Wrestling in Seattle. Didn't know nothing about independent wrestling at all whatsoever. I just thought like my dream of being a pro wrestler or getting into the business wasn't a possibility because I lived here in Podunk, Oregon, that nobody knows about. And then I go and I watch WrestleMania 3 the other day, and it's what's his name, Billy Jack Haynes, or built out of Portland, Oregon. Made me mad. I'm like, I could have done something in local wrestling here if I would have known about it. Get him into a higher profile match, only for Dom to screw him and drum him out of Judgment Day, for not being able to maintain a decent record against. I don't understand the end of that, but I get the gist, the overall of what you're saying. They're going to be a swerve, yeah. True, Mike. Wrestling was more cut and dry back in the 70s. It was more mainly good guy versus bad guy, and nobody liked the bad guys, really. You always cheered the good guy and booed the bad guy, right? That's awesome, Jen. The old school wrestling is on Tubi? Really? I have Tubi too. I didn't even know that. I'll have to check it out because I'm absolutely not watching Evolve or whatever that show's on there, LFG or whatever. I'm not watching that shit. I knew that was going to happen. 5 minutes ago, I was about to say they're going to have Braun or Penta do a move, and it's going to inadvertently hit the other one in the corner, and that's going to set up their match at Mania. God damn it. This whole build has been so predictable, man. Oh, he nailed Penta with that coup de grace. Is that Penta's first pinfall? Or are they going to say they deserve to go after the tag titles? Are they going to do a fatal four-way for the tag titles? Interesting that Braun Breaker is the one that fucked up and hit Penta. It'll be interesting to see how Penta reacts to that. Yeah, I know, Jen. Jesus Christ. Oh, against people Dom handpicks. I got you, Jeremy. I understood the overall gist of what you were saying anyway. It's the UWF, which is on Tubi. Thank you for that, Mike. I'll check that out later. Raw's in Minnesota. Clowns! Idiot! In the tag division, I love fucking Chad Gable, dude. Pause. I mean, I fucking love Chad Gable. That came out completely wrong. Holy shit. Damn. Oops. Fucking hell. Chad Gable's great, though. Just, he's nailing this whole entire fucking angle. Looking at another multi-man match. Here's another one that's amazing to still have a job. Now there is such an appreciation for both face and heel sides of the business because heels have less confines to what they can or can't do. Helps them get over that much more. Cringe. This is a big whiff, Carrion, sir. He's always been cringe on promos. Does Scarlett got red hair or brown hair? She looks good as a brunette. Does anybody know what that was? Jen, I shitted on this last week when they announced it. When Adam Pearce looked and said, Io's defending against Rhea, I was like, wait, what? It's not Bianca versus Rhea? Yeah, I think that's lame ass. Karrion Kross, man. That did nothing for me. It legit did nothing for me. How are we doing, chat? We're a minute 45 seconds into the stream. I thank you all for still being here. Those who have stuck with me and stayed, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me today. My monthly time, I think I have 5 hours. By the time this is over, I'll have about 4 to 5 hours of stream time until the 14th, and then my time resets on StreamYard. So that's actually perfect because then 5 days later is WrestleMania, so I'll be good to go on my stream time. Well, they're not going to just have EO win the title. They're not going to have EO win the... Hold on. I knew they were going to have Penta call him stupid. I knew it. Watch your mouth. You stupid. You watch your mouth. And that there we have a WrestleMania match, chat. Sorry. Back to the EO talk. Yeah, they can't have her win the title at Chamber and then lose it before Mania, right? But then, so we're like, okay, so what? EO's gonna win. She's either gonna pin Rhea clean or what? That doesn't really do much. Bianca being a ref has got to factor into it, so there's got to be some sort of fuckery which leads to EO retaining the championship. Which is like why I have this in the first place. It's stupid. Thank you, Guardian. I feel like it's not really content. I'm just kind of hanging out with the homies, except for, we're just in different locations via satellite. I like your content. I like coming to your channel and watching you talk about wrestling, bro. For real. But thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Jen says, a main event so predictable, I'm going to go to the store and load up on smoke and edibles. I'll see you at OTS. All right, Jen, drive safe. Get home safely. And we will see you in JD's chat later. Lori says, bye, Jen. Oh, bless you, Guardian. Like when I see your like when I go to your comments and stuff, somebody's always not necessarily the same person, but there's always a commenter say about Scott Steiner regarding you because of your look with the beard and all that, right? And I don't know if those are trolls or I don't know if those are your like homies in real life and you know who they are, so I don't respond to them. But aside from you looking like a pro wrestler, like you're really one of the only ones who actually has a valid opinion when you think about it because you've actually been in the business and you go back so far that I don't know how you watch us, especially like younger people like JD and stuff who didn't get into wrestling until way later. When you have like, 10 years plus on some of us. Like how can you watch us when we don't really do we even seem like we know what we're talking about to you, or are you always like, God, these fucking idiots, they don't know what they're talking about. Thank you for being here too, Lori. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me. It means the world. I don't know any of them. What? What's he done to his hair? What has he done to his hair? He's done this to piss everyone off. He's oiled himself. Look at Logan Paul trying to look all like he's ripped. He's respawned, chat. He has recreated another human life form in his image. We are fucked as a society. Yeah, they are telling him to shut the fuck up. AJ Styles. This is actually going to be a sick ass fucking WrestleMania match, and I'm really pissed that they haven't given this more build. Go AJ! I forgive you for being the biggest douchebag that ever stepped foot in a WWE ring. That's awesome. AJ looks really tired. Everyone's booing. This is your opinions are relevant for the times we are in for pro wrestling. I don't always agree, but I appreciate each generation for who they are and what they see in this industry. I wish I could see pro wrestling in such a I'm not as accepting. I'm not as kind. I'm a little more opinionated. Or a little more stern, I guess, in my opinion. AJ teeing off on Logan Paul. Finally. Jesus Lord. AJ whipping Logan Paul's ass. Let's go. I appreciate you, Guardian. I really do, bro. I mean that with everything I am. The fact that I have people in here just listening to my opinion about what we're all watching is crazy to me. Do you guys know if JD's going live right after or if he's doing it later tonight? I didn't see any tweets from him. And I'm not. Oh, I guess I can look. I forget I'm on a computer. I can look at Twitter on my computer. I'm so used to doing it on my phone. Jesse told JD, don't watch Raw. There was blood in a match with no heat. So they added it to create some. Mickey James. I don't see any tweets from JD. Maybe he's flying home from Florida. Oh, so my boy, shout out to Phil Wimet. Phil, he said on Twitter what I said to Jen here about the Jimmy Uso stuff. It was about that final image with Jay reaching out. Right? The shot is everything. So that's going to be the image that sells everybody on this Mania match now. Oh God, I hate this Travis Scott song, chat. I can't stand it any longer. I can't stand it any longer. Triple H having 8 million followers on Twitter is crazy. The Mount Rushmore of wrestling for Dave LaGreca and Bully Ray Dudley is Hogan, Stone Cold, Roman, and Cena. That's crazy. Chad, I'm reading a tweet that says per WrestleVotes. This is coming from the Elite Rockers X verified account at Elite Club S0B. So I don't know how true this is or not because I don't know who this account is. But they're saying per WrestleVotes, WWE production and creative staff are unhappy with SmackDown's 3-hour runtime, calling it a major misstep. Instead of giving rising stars more time, the extra hour has led to weaker pacing, filler content, and creative fatigue. SmackDown needs to be 2 hours. Over 11,000 likes already. Gunther called Jay a pussy is crazy. Let's get on with this main event. Let's get on with the main event. Yes, Lori Lynch. Oh, JD's going live in an hour. Okay, yeah. So he's going live early. Okay, cool. Thank you, Lori. Gotta remember, Julio, I'm still very why can't I fucking read? I can talk to no end, but I can't read. I'm still very involved in today's industry through Paradise Alley. We have some of our talent in WWE, ID, AEW, Ring of Honor, GCW, and NWA. Our talent is dominating the indie scene as well. That's amazing. That's amazing that you're involved in the industry. You know who I've got my eyes on, though, is that Xena Sterling. Xenia Sterling, or however you say her name. That girl's got a look about her. I like how they actually made her an outfit that looks like her similar ring attire, but like a referee. I like that. Instead of just put on a stupid polo shirt. I like that she actually had ring gear made out of it. That's pretty cool. Love Bianca. That kid is tall as fuck in the crowd. Holy shit. Do 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 do. I love Bianca Belair, man. She really can do no wrong for me. Oh, they just flashed a graphic on the screen and then took it away immediately. It said WWE Clash in Paris. Oops. Hey, calm down, WWE. We haven't got to WrestleMania yet. You're already advertising for Backlash. Chill the fuck out with Clash in Paris, bro. I know you're eager as fuck to get back to Europe already, and you're sad you have to come back to the third world country known as the United States of America. I know. I know. Trust me, all of us are sorry we're stuck here. And you got to come back to Zombieland for 3 weeks of a WrestleMania build in front of absolutely lifeless audiences. I know. But chill the fuck out on the advertising for all these PLEs in advance, you greedy bastards. Just stop it. Harlem Lewis. Wendy Chu. Kylie Ray. Wait, they sent Wendy Chu to Evolve and Kylie Ray is back in the WWE? Say what? I'm okay. I'm confused. Liv is gonna. Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry, Patrick. I don't keep up with the. I can't keep up with all the shows. I didn't know. I did not know that Wendy Chu went to Evolve. Isn't that kind of like a demotion? I didn't even know Wendy Chu was still in NXT, to be honest with you. Holy fuck. Rhea Ripley, you don't need to come out mouthing the words to your intro song every time you come out. Starting to feel like Rhea Ripley looks like Aubrey Edwards. Not gonna lie, chat. I think I liked her when she had her shaved head with her shorter hair with the more aggressive punk rock look than I like her with longer hair. Stop licking your teeth, you weirdo. It's cake time. It's chocolate frosting cake time. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's cake time. That was a joke, chat. My bad. My bad. That was in poor taste. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't watch wrestling for the cake by no means. I just like that we've evolved the women to a point now where they're pretty much all attractive in their own right. You know what I mean? Aside from being good talent, it wasn't always the case. Women's wrestling, if you were a good in-ring talent, odds were you weren't necessarily physically attractive. And then the physically attractive women are usually not very good in the ring. So I just like that we've finally gotten to a place where the two have finally merged so that we can watch women's wrestling and appreciate it on both ends. That they're a good talent in the ring and that they're also hot as hell. You know what I mean? It's the best of both worlds. Not the reason to watch them, obviously. No, 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 definitely. No. I mean, all those women are legends in their own right, but Vince forcing the enhanced boob jobs, and I like that these girls are they all got their natural bodies, their God-given bodies, most of them. And they're focused on their gimmick, their character, and their in-ring performance more so than coming out looking hoish. You know what I mean? It's wonderful to be in that place. Alicia Taylor. Jim Cornette is going to shit all over what she's wearing. Come on, announce the women's weight, damn it. Just announce their weight. I don't know, but from here it looks like Rhea Ripley has a penis poking out of those shorts. I'm not going to lie. It's crazy. That's crazy. The women's world champ. E-yo, E-yo, E-yo. Very few watching for the athleticism and in-ring ability. I loved when I saw Bianca Belair come in. When I saw her physique, I was like, fuck yeah. Seeing someone like Jade come in, hell yeah. EO, hell yeah. Even Liv. Liv doesn't have like your typical athletic looking body, right? But she's gotten immensely better. Rhea Ripley, obviously, she comes from an athletic background. She definitely looks very athletic. I know, Patrick, but they need to get over it. This is 2025. They have preached equality for the better part of 2 decades now. Equal rights, equal pay. Okay, equal everything? Then you're getting your weight called out, sweet cheeks. If you don't like it, do something about it, okay? Sorry, Piper Niven. Sorry, Nia Jax. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Fuck them. What the hell kind of hairdo does Alicia Taylor have? My God, it looks like she stuck her finger in a light socket. Yes, Lori. It looks like she got electrocuted. I thought maybe fucking WWE for a second hired Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons. Just with those cones sticking out everywhere. Maybe she's a good Charlotte fan. I don't know. I mean, that's her spiel. I don't really knock her so much for the hair as for the way she in-ring announces. 2/3 of them like beavers just like us. Oh, I know. It's like the WNBA. They all like women. They're trying to have a wrestling match, and Rhea's not a wrestler. She's more of a brawler. Yeah! Botch on that drop kick, unfortunately, but yeah, Io, come on. Come on, girl. Rhea's only been pinned twice since 2022? What? She's she's Roman Reigns. Rhea Ripley she's got more body tattoos every time I've seen her. She's almost covered in body tattoos. She got her butt cheeks tattooed. That's crazy. I would have left my. She's got a nice ass, man. I would have left that alone. I totally would have left the booty cheeks alone, bro. My God, look at Bianca Belair's abs from here. Holy crap. Dude, her ab muscles are second to none. I wouldn't be shocked, Guardian. I wouldn't be shocked at all. She seems to be like the sort that enjoys that type of sensation. I mean, we might be able to tell from here. If she just turns ever so slightly, we can answer your question, GOC. Just zoom in a little bit, cameraman. We got a question. We're trying to figure out about Rhea's tattoos. If you could just zoom in right now, sir. That's why I like Io. Because she doesn't really, I mean, you see skin, but you don't see skin. And she doesn't really have a butt, to be honest. Like, that's why I like Io. Because you don't look at her as a sex object. You watch her for her in-ring ability. That's why she's my favorite. Oh my God, she just got pancaked. They cut to commercial when he said cover? So what happened? Michael Cole said cover, and then the screen went black. Now Rhea and Bianca are arguing. What happened? God damn it. Cameraman, zoom. Backs, Guardian. I don't know. Io Scott. Oh my God, she got crazy hype on that drop kick. They were chanting Io Sky, Io Sky. Io, let's go. Suicide dive. She's saying one more time. Come on, Io, don't play to the crowd now. You've never played to the crowd. Come on. Uh-oh, Rhea's got her in the electric chair. Oh, no. Botch. This is what I'm saying. You can't have Io wrestling a technical match with Rhea Ripley because Rhea Ripley can't wrestle technically. I mean, I'm trying. Trying, chat. I am trying. Stomp. Let's go. Come on, man. What the fuck are we doing? No, 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 no. What, are they gonna kill themselves? Did Rhea Ripley just break her goddamn neck? What the fuck stupid shit was that? I mean, there's no way Rhea Ripley did not just fuck her neck up, dude. There's no way. There's no way she just did a stupid ass top rope Samoan drop. Did that not look like she broke her fucking neck to anyone else? And her whole weight of her legs just flipped over her head like that. I can't believe. That's crazy. I hate when they do spots like that. I hate that shit. Io Sky keeps going up to the top rope calling for her finisher, but she goes up to the top on her knees, which she never does, so you know that she's not going to actually do her move. This is why Jen doesn't like Io. I get it. I get it. Oh my god. This women's match is. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty sakes. Right, Lori Lynch? Raw is. I don't know, Jeremy. Six out of 10 for me. Oh, they didn't have CM Punk on the show tonight. I thought him and Seth Rollins were going to close the show. She just razor's edge Dio. Oh my god. Io Sky kicked out. Oh, Guardian, I didn't know you weren't watching Raw. I'd have been calling out what's going on with the match the whole time. You should have said something a long time ago, bro. I'm sorry. Hey, how about the Yankees? I know you're a Mets fan, but how about the Yankees with those new bats the other day, hitting 3 home runs on the first 3 pitches, scoring 20 runs in that game, huh? I really hope baseball does not allow those bats for every team to start. I don't want to see baseball games in the 20s. I don't. They need to leave baseball in its purest form. So I expect the MLB to say no go on those bats because that shit was ridiculous. That shit was absolutely ridiculous. This match is crazy. These women are doing some fucking crazy spots. But it's been a botch fest too, as well, so it's kind of hard to say. I just don't like the styles pair up. Like, you can't have Rhea Ripley wrestling a technical match with Io. It just doesn't work. Oh, she kicked Bianca! Rhea just booted Bianca in the face because Io ducked. Oh, she kicked Io. Bianca going for the riptide, but Bianca's knocked out outside the ring. 1, 2, 3. But you kicked the referee. Rhea Ripley's looking dumbfounded. You kicked Bianca. Don't act like you're gonna get mad that she wasn't there to count you. You kicked her. This is stupid. Here's a fun fact for me. I've never been to a Mariners game. I've been to Seahawks football games, but I've never been to a Mariners game. I've never liked the Mariners. Don't tell anybody. Kick out at 2 for Rhea Ripley. But no, I don't know. I wanted to see Ken Griffey and it never happened, and then I wanted to see Ichiro and it never happened. So Haven't really had any other reason to go watch a Mariners game, you know? I haven't been a baseball fan since I was a kid. I was big into baseball until I hit my 20s. And then, I don't know. I think from all the different moving around the country as a kid, it was hard for me to claim a team. I don't really have a team. So I always used to just like the Yankees because they were always in the playoffs. Um, I like the I was a big Braves fan of the 90s Braves, like JD's a fan of. I went to the inaugural year. I went to pretty much every Colorado Rockies game, their inaugural season, from the very first game they ever played. So I grew up a Colorado Rockies fan, and then we moved here to Portland, and there's no fucking baseball. I mean, there's minor leagues, but I go to minor league games here, like the Hillsboro Hops. And when we had the Portland Rockies was the minor league team. We had the Beavers here at one point, minor leagues. What happened? Bianca's. I said a DQ. So this was a waste of time. These girls almost. Rhea Ripley almost broke her fucking neck for. Oh my god. Oh, now Rhea's beating the fuck out of Bianca. Oh, she's gone outside to the ring, where the ring. Io Sky! Holy shit! Literally fell from the rafters. Holy shit! Sheesh! Where did Io Sky just come from? Rhea and Bianca are by the announce table punching one another, and literally you just see Io fall from the sky onto both of them. Sheesh! Oh yeah, I was never an A-Rod fan. I knew he wasn't going to be loyal to the. I knew when he came into the league demanding money. I knew Seattle wasn't going to keep him, so I was never an A-Rod fan. But Ken Griffey, I was a Ken Griffey fan, but I was a Ken Griffey fan, not a Mariners team fan. I've got like collectible Mariners memorabilia and all kinds of shit. I just never actually liked him enough to drive 3 hours to go see him. 90s Cardinals, yeah. I was a big Bo Jackson fan, so I loved the Kansas City Royals in the 90s. I was a big Royals fan. As a kid, I grew up a Royals and a Rockies fan, and then just started. We didn't really have a team to root for here in Portland, so I just started watching the Yankees because they always showed them on ESPN. Before they had like MLB Pass and whatever, League Pass, where you can watch whatever team you want now. They didn't have that back then, so that's kind of how I fell out of baseball, to be honest. Now I just don't have the patience to watch the full games. I'll watch the playoff games, but that's how I am with NBA. I grew up loving the NBA more than anything, and I only watch it during the playoffs too. Riptide to Bianca off the second rope. God damn. Both women are out, and Rhea is still standing. But I mean, this is so stupid and predictable. So Rhea's going to hold the title up like it's hers. I hate when they do this. Thank you, Cole, for stating the obvious. I appreciate that. Literally, Rhea is no closer to a title match or to a title win at WrestleMania than she was last week. Exactly. So thank you for stating at the end of this match what we knew at the beginning of the fucking show, that the main event is a single-handed waste of our fucking time. Thank God we weren't the jabrones over in the UK shelling out top tier, hard-earned fucking money for this overpriced trash. I wouldn't be surprised if JD Red Skies this Raw chat. I'm just keeping it a buck. I am just keeping it a buck. the show. The show is I thought, okay, we're basically in April now, so this is the last day of March, right? Or is it the 31st? Yeah. Okay, so April Fool's Day is tomorrow. We got 20 more days till WrestleMania. For sure, the build is going to kick into high gear tonight. I was convinced. No, actually not. Uh, it was another stall episode. Like they're stalling. They're just stalling, and I don't. They did that. They had Jimmy slap Gunther so fucking hard, and Gunther just stand there and take it to have that drawn out match just to finally do what they did. That was so overproduced in my opinion. Gunther should have came out, just handed Jimmy's ass to him immediately and done that spot with Jimmy right in the first couple of minutes. Not, let's wrestle for 10 minutes. Let me then drag you all around. Let me beat up security for 20 more minutes. Like that was a snoozer. When does the sense of urgency kick in? Sorry, I'm like actually stuttering. I'm literally fucking talking like I'm typing my tweet at the same time, like stuttering it one word at a time. When does the sense of urgency kick in? Um, I just want to get to WrestleMania chat already. I just want to get to WrestleMania. This was terrible. This was just fucking red skies across the board. And that worries me because Raw's been the better of the two weekly shows. Got to go eat. I'll see you in JD's stream, Hooli. Okay, Lori Lynch, I appreciate you for rocking with me the entire 2.5 hours. Thank you so much. I hate only being able to say thank you because it starts to just sound like lip service after a while, but I truly mean it. And I hope I come across as sounding sincere because I really do. Thank you guys for the ones that stuck around with me. Um, I appreciate you all for spending the early afternoon, early evening with me, late afternoon, early evening for some of you guys. I like these early shows, man. I'm kind of bummed that we're going back to normal time, but it is what it is. Yeah, Midmo, I'm with you. I'm with you there. The UK crowd has worn out its welcome. I love the UK people, but it's just I'm tired. I'm tired of the To be fair though, the UK didn't do a whole lot of singing tonight. I think they knew. I think they see WWE enough that they know that they're like when they're in Brussels and it's the first time ever, those people you could have you could have walked out with actual dog turds on paper plates and laid those in the middle of the ring and pie faced all of the wrestlers into them and they would have been screaming and chanting the entire show because it was the first time there, right? So you kind of expect it when they go to a town that they've never been in before. UK, they've been there so many times. The UK is not going to take a crowd takeover for a subpar show, and they got a subpar show tonight. The crowd was a large non-factor actually tonight, so they cheered for Cody Rhodes, and that was about it. That was really all they got to cheer for. So it was another mid-mo show. But with that being said, JD's going live in 20 minutes. I'm going to end the live stream here. And for those of you heading over to JD's, I will see you there. If I don't see you there, have a good rest of your day, chat. Thank you once again for hanging out with me. Thank you for listening to my takes, whether you agree with them or not. Shout out to every single person who showed up and at least hit the like button or said what's up. Maybe one of these days I can get one of you guys to come up and chat with me. It's kind of just weird talking alone. See you on OTS, Guardian. Love you, brother. Thank you so much for being here the whole time. I really, really appreciate it, bro. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much. Minmo, I will hit you up, and I will see you guys all later. I'm not sure. I know. So the plan is for me to do NXT with Funny Rob Bebe tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to chat. So stay tuned. I have to get a hold of Rob after this, and talk to him because I don't know now if I'm going to be able to do that. But if I do go live tomorrow, I will. You'll see the notification on hit YouTube or something at some point. But thank you guys again, and have a great evening. And I will speak to you all soon. Much love. Whose house? Hooley's house. I know, cringe. Embrace the cringe. Oh.